everyone. Today's video I will be showing you how I did my weekly manicure. This is a black gel polish manicure that I've stamped with a teal metallic, and I've done a handmade gem using some gel polish. For this manicure I did use Lachat's Black Velvet gel polish. This is my favorite black polish. For the gem I used Indigo No. 5 Illumination Gel. Very thick polish, and I didn't need the structure gel for this particular gem because that illumination gel is thick enough on its own. But if you use a polish that is not thick, you would simply build up your gem using that structure gel. Alright, we'll get started painting on the black. And again, this is my favorite black. It's probably one of the most pigmented blacks that I've come across. Second to the Lachat is Couture's Little Black Dress. It's not quite as pigmented. It is still opaque in 2 coats, but I do have a few issues with shrink back with the Couture, and that's all that simply means is that when you apply it, the polish can either pull away from the tips or from the cuticles. That's why I really love the Lachat, because I do not have a problem with shrink back at all. You do want to make sure that you use very thin coats, but you can see here that one coat is almost opaque, and I will be using 2, however. My nails do need the added strength of the gel polish, of the extra gel polish. I try to be as careful as I possibly can, obviously around the cuticles and the side walls. Normally I am, but especially with this black, because it's so pigmented, the color can be a little difficult to remove off the skin. And as always, you want to be sure that you do cap your nails. This prevents any tip wear and chipping or peeling. This polish is a little on the thick side, but it's not hard to get thin coats. It does tend to form bubbles sometimes, but those tend to usually work themselves out by the time you finish painting all your nails. If they don't, you can simply go over with the brush and get those bubbles out. Little mistake there on my ring finger, and I'll wipe that black polish off my finger before I cure. Go ahead and cure that. I'm going to get on a second coat as well and cure that. So you can see here how pretty and opaque 2 coats is. We're going to go ahead and remove the sticky layer because we're going to continue on with our stamping from here. For our stamping, I've chosen the Liliana plate that I ordered from Messy Mansion. She's an Australian gal who has her own plates, but she also has other manufacturer plates. This is a very nice kind of large scale type image. And for this stamp, I will be using one of my go-to stamping polishes is the Insta-Dry line from Sally Hansen. This is Blue Streak, once again a very pretty kind of teal blue metallic, and it looks great over black. Again, if you find an image that might not fit your entire nail, as you can see that is just enough to fit my thumb, you can stretch the image a bit by pressing on the side of that pad before you actually roll the image onto your nail, and that'll help stretch the image just a little bit so you can fit it onto your nail. Now I'm not going to bother with cleanup after I finish the stamping. I won't do that until I actually have the top coat on. It just makes for less worrying about whether or not you're taking off any extra stamp or not if your top coat is already done and cured. Okay, we'll get the last stamp on. And you can see how pretty that looks over the black. And we'll get started with the sticker frame here. I bought these off of AliExpress. I've already applied one to my nail. You want to make sure you get that stuck down nice and secure. You can see how thick this polish is. It is a gorgeous color shifting pigment polish. I'm going to use a small art brush. I'm just going to take a dab of that polish. And I'm just going to apply that right on top of that center part of that frame. You can see how thick it is. I'm just going to kind of move it around till I've got it all around towards the edge of that inner circle. This does tend to be a little stringy, so you don't want to pick up and move it too much around because you'll end up stringing it off in areas that you don't want to. So once you've got it where you want it around to the edges, you kind of swirl that around. Make sure that you look at it from all angles to make sure that your gem looks even, and then you can cure that. This polish does cure in a UV lamp for 2 minutes. So once again, that's been cured for 2 minutes, and I'm just going to add 2 smaller dots on top of that sticker area. Now when I was kind of practicing this, when I lifted the brush up, I didn't lift it straight up and wait till that string kind of dropped back down, and it kind of strung off to the side and messed up my perfect little circle. So once again, if you do use a really thick polish, be sure that if it's stringy like this is, that you pull straight up and then let it drop back down towards the center of that before you move your brush off to the side. Making sure that that's even. And 2 smaller gems, we'll go ahead and cure that for 2 minutes in the UV lamp. Now we're ready to go ahead and top coat this. I tried to get different angles to show you the color shifting properties, but the light just wasn't my friend in this particular video. Now I'm going to cover everything. The sticker, the illumination gel, everything gets covered with top coat. And here I'm just making sure that the sticker is lying flat before I top coat. Be sure to cap that free edge with your polish. Make sure your gem is completely covered with the top coat. I did notice that the particles from the illumination gel did spread a little bit onto the black, but it was no big deal, not very noticeable unless you were looking at it really, really close up. You can do just one coat of top coat if you want, or if you want to make really sure everything stays put, you can go ahead and do two. And I'm going to go ahead and get top coat on the rest of the nails as well, and then we'll cure that for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to remove the sticky layer and use non-acetone remover to remove the excess stamp from my skin. And there you have the finished product. That really is a beautiful color shifting polish. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and until next time, I'll see you later.